HIMARS. Mines and FPV drones to stop them. Today, we've compiled real battlefield footage and insights from these operations to bring you a clear picture of what's really happening. Let's watch this attack together. A group of Russian soldiers on an APC moved forward after spotting Ukrainian positions nearby. As soon as the APC arrived, it dropped the soldiers. But Ukrainian troops in a nearby armored personnel carrier immediately opened fire on them. Under sudden attack, the Russian APC quickly turned around and retreated, leaving its soldiers behind. Ukrainian fire continued, taking down the Russian soldiers on the spot. Although the APC managed to escape, a Russian reconnaissance team had already located the Ukrainian position in the trench. Those Ukrainian soldiers had just completed their mission moments earlier and were now facing incoming Russian fire. To evacuate them, another Ukrainian APC was sent as backup. Russian troops reached the position of their fallen comrades first and quickly managed to evacuate the surviving soldiers. But they were also under attack by heavy artillery firing from the Russian side. Russian reconnaissance drones identified a concealed position where a Ukrainian infantry unit was operating. Once the coordinates were confirmed, the Russian artillery command wasted no time. A BM-21 Grad system locked onto the area in seconds, and then the Russian multiple launch rocket system unleashed a devastating barrage. The Grad system can fire up to 40 rockets in just 20 seconds. Saturating an entire grid square with explosive force. The rockets roared overhead, slamming into the Ukrainian position with brutal intensity. Despite the incoming fire, Ukrainian troops were in the middle of evacuating their wounded. Dust, debris, and shrapnel filled the air as explosions rained down. At one moment, a rocket impact landed frighteningly close, just meters ahead, but the Ukrainian soldiers didn't stop. Under fire, under pressure, they continued dragging their injured comrade to safety, refusing to leave anyone behind. As the BM-21 Grad finished unleashing its rocket barrage, the crew immediately began the rapid reload process. But what they didn't know was that their position had already been compromised. A Ukrainian reconnaissance drone had been watching their location the entire time. Within moments, a Ukrainian FPV team prepared an explosive-laden drone and launched it toward the Grad. The Russian crew suddenly heard the unmistakable buzzing sound, the deadly warning every soldier fears now. Panic set in. They tried to run, but it was already too late. The FPV slammed directly into the BM-21 Grad. A massive explosion followed, sending debris and flames shooting high into the air. The Grad launcher was completely destroyed. Meanwhile, the Russian APC that had dropped off those soldiers tried to pull back and continue moving to safety, but the Ukrainians weren't finished. A Ukrainian brigade tracked the fleeing APC and hit it from behind. Stopping it near a small village. And then the real punishment began. FPV drones swarmed in, attacking from multiple angles, front, rear, sides, one after another. Each impact tore into the vehicle until flames engulfed it. Within seconds, the APC was burning and fully destroyed. And just like that, the attack was over. Another Russian Grad launcher eliminated. And Russia has lost more than 10,000 armored vehicles and tanks during this war. For them, one destroyed tank today, one rocket launcher tomorrow. It has almost become routine. That is not the shocking part. What actually matters is the speed at which these losses are now happening. In the early months of the war, Russia was advancing fast. They relied heavily on infantry, artillery, and a massive number of tanks. They pushed deep into Ukrainian territory and controlled around 20% of Ukraine, including important towns and villages near the eastern borders. At that time, Russia's strategy was simple: numbers and firepower. But things have changed. Ukraine has slowly turned this war into a modern battlefield where technology, mobility, and precision matter more than just numbers. Today, it's not just tanks versus tanks. It's tanks versus drones.